SVB and Silvergate and all the stuff with the regional banks. It's obviously fractional reserve lending. Business accounts are a bit different. Obviously, need enough cash flow to make sure you're making payroll and all of your other obligations and bills for the business. So it sounds like you probably either are a high level executive or own your own business to have these type of numbers. Just spitballing, I could be way off. I'm trying to infer context here because you only get so much that you can type me in the super chat. Me personally, I would continue to put money where I know it's going to do well. And I do, right? So I can't give you financial advice, and this is probably a good time for my disclaimer. Nothing here is financial advice. It's only for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you need financial advice, you could always work with Digital Wealth Partners and talk to a real financial advisor that will consult with you and tell you exactly what to do with your money on the crypto. For the amount of assets that you have, you could absolutely be a client there, get institutional custody, add your spouse as a beneficiary on the account or a co-signer, have your kids on there. You got 5 kiddos. They're probably a little bit older, but you probably have a range. And so we can make sure that, your stuff's protected even if they don't know how to work with crypto. And then put the XRP that you already have to work to be able to generate returns and cover any costs that we have. So, and if you wanted to buy more, if you did decide to buy more and you work Digital Wealth Partners, it's going to be the cheapest place to do that. It's only 20 basis points with no spread in order to be able to execute a buy order over there through Anchorage's infrastructure. So, personally, I continue to buy even at these levels. Nice little pullback today from the run up that we saw earlier. And, still up about 20% if you bought before New Year's, going into that day, thinking things were going to move aggressively higher, which, I think everybody's a bit disappointed that they didn't. But with all of the macro that's playing out here, I don't know. 2026 is looking promising. Again, I've been told not to give timelines or price predictions for at least 6 months. So I'm gonna make good on that for my attorneys. I don't know if I gave you exactly what you were looking for there, my man. Hopefully that gives you some context on how I think through things and what I'm doing. But again, can't give you financial advice. I hope that you make the best decision for you and your family. And again, if you want to work with an advisor, Digital Wealth Partners, they can absolutely walk you through all of that. They do value-based planning. Going to ask you a lot of questions for context, and they can help you execute whatever is the best path for you and your family. All right. We got Marilyn Jordan. They say,